best way to start with these actuators is just to see if they're broken or not, and do they work. So I'm going to connect this actuator to a battery to 12 volts, so just any 12 volt battery will work. And you can see this one's not actuating, it's not moving out, and you can check and make sure that it's the same both ways. I flipped these wires over, and it's not working. It's not working either direction. It doesn't matter which way I go. So what we're going to do is take this little access plate off. This is the lock. And when you take this lock off, this lock serves to be able to disconnect the power down here from the actual worm gear down here, or ball screw. And when you disconnect, pull this lock out, it's always connected. So this is sort of like a troubleshooting measure to see if maybe it was just in the unlocked position. When I say unlocked, I mean the transmission's disconnected from the ball screw, so it wouldn't go anywhere. Okay, so there is the access plate. Okay, so here's the access plate. I know it's kind of hard to see down there. Ah, there's a better camera angle. But what you've got is a shaft with a pin driven through the hole in the end of the shaft, and then there's a little part down there that the pin actually rests in when this is going. So the most common problem you see with these is that the shaft actually breaks right at the end. You can see it just locked out just now. Okay, so you can see that little shaft and the pin that's through the end of it. It's hard to get some light down in there, but this one is not actually broken. But that's what you would expect to see if it were broken, is that pin would actually be rattling around in there and the end of the shaft would be broken. What's actually wrong with this one is that somehow someone has drilled these out, and I don't know why they did that. Maybe they broke and then they tried to drill it out to repair it. This can also happen sometimes. There is a little part right in here, we call it an inside block, and that block is screwed through on the side over here. The screws go through that and hold it on both sides, and that's how we take that out, is you pull these out. They're usually Loctited in there, so sometimes it survives and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have to get some heat on the Loctite to release it, and you definitely need to use the right size Phillips screwdriver.